Hi, everyone. I'm here with the weekly message. I hope you enjoy. Let's start out and find out what we have to tell you, right? So, the first thing is what to expect, what you expect for the week. Shut up. You guys have the same one from last week, and we have bird perched. So, you're waiting on a message, a package, a letter, some news, blah, blah, blah. The second thing is what you don't expect. The flute, disappointment in a friend or a lover. The third is how you can prepare for the week. The quill, get back to basics. And the fourth is how the week's going to turn out. Tree, affair with a family. Affair with your family. So it does feel like you're waiting for news. It looks like you get disappointed because the news is not exactly what you wanted. Then you have to start from the beginning. And then we have this energy of affairs with family. So then it's like probably something isn't going to work out, or something isn't exactly what you're wanting or expecting, because there's a family thing about it. Like maybe it doesn't work with your family schedule. Maybe you can't get everybody in the same page. It doesn't matter how it is, but it does feel like there's interference here. So let me see with tarot, because it makes more sense. So let's talk about this message again that you're waiting for. And that's crazy because, like, again, I told you, you had that last week. I don't know if the two might be linked. I would recommend you guys see it if you didn't see it. Okay, so we have the lovers. This fell off my hands. So there's the lovers. The lovers is talking about something you have a union with. Then we have the King of Swords, which is, I want to say, putting your emotions to the side and kind of seeing a situation for what it is. Then we have the Four of Wands. Definitely this has to do with your house, with your family and your house. The Four of Wands is talking about your home, your foundation, things to do with the house, right? And then we have the Eight of Wands, which is literally things are moving 100 miles an hour. Opportunities are coming up. You're going to have to move. You're going to have to change things. Things are going to have to be different. So I feel like what you're waiting for is something that's not only going to affect you, but it's going to affect your partner. And this news, the reason it's going to affect you and your partner is because the things you guys are going to have to like figure out how to make things happen, how to make things work. Like your emotions have to be put aside, and you have to be very logical of how this structure that this message that you're waiting for is going to be affecting your home. And it's just all coming at once. So whatever it is, this message that you're receiving, it feels like it literally throws a wrench in your family dynamic union. Okay. And everybody's going to have to take different roles. Everybody's going to have to do something different because it's going to affect your home. The flute, which is talking about something you're not expecting, that's talking about a disappointment. And I'm assuming it's the lover because it's friend or lover. So it's your partner. What about that? This one we have, all of a sudden, I wanted to sneeze. This one we have the King of Wands, and we have the Nine of Wands, and we have the Judgment. And when I got the Judgment, I have, we listen, but we don't judge. You know that stream that we were having for a while? I want two more, they said. Okay, yeah. Then we have the Queen of Swords in reverse. And we have the Devil card in reverse. Okay, this makes a lot of sense. This is why I'm hearing we listen and we don't judge. So the disappointment is because it seems like whatever message, news, whatever you're hearing that puts you in an emotional turmoil. And what are we going to do? What are we going to do? We're going to have to change this. We're going to have to do that. We're going to have to, and you're kind of going crazy about your partner, the masculine energy of your relationship, whatever that is, because even you, though you're feminine, right, you can be the masculine in the family unit, or vice versa, right? And then we have those partners that are same sex, so you have to keep that in mind, okay? So whoever is the masculine energy of this, the masculine energy has created like a wall, and the wall is a protective wall. It's kind of like, calm the hell down. Things are not that serious. We're not going to talk about this right now. Yada, 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 yada. And that makes you be judgmental of them. Oh, they don't care. What is their problem? Don't they see? Blah, blah, blah. And gets you very upset. I'm talking like if you're the female, okay, of this energy. And then what it causes is the Queen of Swords in reverse. And the Queen of Swords in reverse is a person that's not thinking logically and instead is cutting everybody off with their head, everybody around them, and especially with their tongue, because they're the devil in reverse. And the devil in reverse is they're working on a unhealthy pattern that they're not even aware that they're carrying. So this goes back to, like, I want to say psychology, right? So what we're seeing here is the fact that sometimes we are so good at pushing something down so deep inside of us and ignoring it and then closing it and locking it with lock and key, and it never happened. It's not bothering me, blah, blah, blah. But it's festering inside of us. And one event triggers for all those blocks that are around that thing to slam it open. And now it's like an abscess that's growing inside of you, and it's like corrupting all your insides, and you can't think rationally because of the fact that you're there. Now, the way that I'm looking at this situation is that the masculine energy is very centered in their thoughts and in their actions, because they realize that where they're at this moment, there is little to nothing that they can do about a situation. So they're hankering down, they're calming themselves down, they're coming into balance so that they can make the right choices as to how they should proceed forward. The feminine energy on here is losing their shit, is the other way to say it. Like a chicken with their head cut off, where they're running around, blah, 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 but they don't know what they're doing. I guess this message is coming through to tell you to pause, to breathe, to calm down. That in a state of crisis, your mind is not thinking clearly. And that then will make you make impulsive decisions that will work against you instead of for you. So if you're finding yourself like the chicken with their head cut off this week, stop, breathe, and come back to center. All right? Now, we say how we can prepare. Returning to basics. Stop, breathe, and come back to yourself. How you can prepare for the week is, what can I do at this moment? I am currently right now listening to a book, because I'm a big Audible person. And the book's name, let me look it up real quick, because this is for somebody, okay? The book's name, right, is called Love What Is by Byron Katie. Love What Is by Byron Katie. Okay? I'm almost done with the book. It's like I only have 2 hours to go, and it's like a 6-hour book. Anyways, and one of the things that she does is she makes you ask 4 questions of every scenario that is around you, to see if your thinking is rational at that moment or not. There are things that we can actively change. And there are things that we cannot actively change, but we can change ourselves in an environment so that it doesn't negatively impact us. So if you're finding yourself in the chicken without your head, with your head cut off and like losing your stuff, that book can be a good resource. But it's saying stop, think, and process. So tell me more about this. And that's exactly what the Queen of Coins is. See, the Queen of Coins, and see, I'm talking to a female here, like the female energy. The Queen of Coins is an energy of practicality. Okay. This is a person that's business savvy, that knows what they have, they know how they can use it, and they know how to move forward. So back to basic, what do you have? What can you actively do? If thinking about this scenario or this situation is going to help you or hinder you, what can you do to calm down that situation so that you can think rationally to be able to move forward? Then we have temperance, literally telling you, breathe, come into balance, relax, center yourself. You have resources, you have things that you can do to move forward, calm yourself. And the third thing is the Hermit card. It's time for you to step inside yourself and work on the assets and the things, the resources that you have to be able to move forward. You are not sinking in the middle of the abyss of nothingness. You are literally able to have the resources that you need to move forward. Focus on those resources. The week is turning out with family, family affairs, things that have to do with the family. So it's this entire thing, this entire week feels like, holy shit, what are we going to do? The world is upside down. How is this going to affect us? And you and your family having to come together to, what do we have available? Let's not lose our shit. What do we have available? I accept that abundance in my life because my hand is itching. First thing that comes out is the Seven of Swords in reverse. Okay? Straightforward records. That literally is saying no longer allowing yourself to think worst case scenario. We're being straight about what resources we have, what things we have. Second, Four of Coins. What assets we have, what material things that we have that we can actively, positively work with to be able to expand our lives. So the focus of the week, how the week's going to turn out, is you're not going to lose anything. Don't allow people to distort you in a different, and you're not. You have resources, you have abilities, you have skills. You will come out of this. Focus on what you have in your hand at the moment. And then we have the Sun card in reverse. Sun card in reverse is talking about you are in the dark, but you're not lost in the dark. Okay, tell me more about the Sun in reverse. You have each other. Look at that. The Two of Coins. Come on, focus. The Two of Coins. Cups. You have each other. And look at, because this one wanted to come out. We have the Wheel of Fortune. You guys are going to be able to turn this thing around. It will be difficult because also the thing that's creeping up is the Ten of Wands. So it will be difficult, but you have resources. To get to the level that you're in at this moment was not easy. Okay? To get to the level where you're at right now at this moment was you having to go through trials and tribulations. You having to go through crisis. I'm a big believer that when we are drowning in the abyss of nothingness, there is always resources that we have available to help us move forward. There are counselings, there are financial plannings, there are things that we have, assets that we have that we can use to actively move ourselves forward. I think this week, what I'm trying to let you know is to stay calm, relaxed, focused. You got this. You've done it before. You can do it again. Yes, it sucks. Nobody wants to go through this, but you got this. All right? I hope this helps you, and we'll see you the next time.